I redesigned LinkedIn's job tracker so that it actually helps you to find and secure a job. And it took me only a day. It went from this to this. I've used LinkedIn to apply for 35 senior product design roles, and I realized that it's a good place to find jobs. But beyond that, it just doesn't assist you in your singular goal, find and secure a job. A job search product, especially the one that sells you $30 a month subscription, shouldn't just organize applications and provide nonsensical premium features. It should actively help you find and secure a job. And here are a few ridiculous examples I've experienced. First, the search is broken. You cannot properly create complex search queries and filter out results that you need. For instance, I'm searching for product designer and design engineer roles. I need senior and staff levels, remote in Germany and hybrid in Berlin. You have to create these queries separately, and if you want to check new postings, then you have to search by these parameters again. Moreover, I see jobs in the search results that I've already applied to or was rejected from, which doesn't make sense to me. And lastly, the search results are filled with ghost jobs that are pointless to apply to. Job tracker is equally broken. First, its UX and UI are extremely outdated. Second, there's nothing intelligent about it. In 2026, I expect it to help me track my applications and prepare for later stages. Right now, it just displays whatever jobs I've saved or applied to. The career assistant actually creates disservice to the product. It provides generic advice and even highlights this. In 2026, I expect an LLM inside the product that costs $30 a month. And as you will see in the redesigned demo, it can do a lot to assist you in your job hunt. The thing is, the product has all the information about you and the jobs. The problem is, it just doesn't use it in any useful way. So that's why my redesigned concept was around this. Every part of the product should help you with the search, applications, interviews, and signing the offer. Let me walk you through the whole process. When you first open it, LinkedIn should start with the information it already has about you. Your profile, your CV, and maybe the applications you have already sent. Then it asks you only what it cannot know. For instance, what roles do you actually want? Where can you work? What is your salary floor? And what are your deal breakers? And before throwing me into a search, it shows how my profile compares with what the market has recently been asking for. Because if you think about it, in the last few years, I haven't been searching for jobs, so maybe the market moved, and I need to understand how my profile, or how my skill set compares to what actually recruiters and jobs require nowadays. So the onboarding helps me improve my profile based on the CV, preferences, and market data. Now, search is not just matching keywords. Every job is compared against the requirements I just set during the onboarding. And the score tells me why a job fits, where it doesn't, and which of my preferences affected the results. I can also hide jobs I've already viewed, jobs already in my tracker, and postings that are no longer active. Alerts use the same context. The system has already created tailored alerts for me, and I can add more via the UI or via a chat with AI. Once I save or apply for a job, it enters a real pipeline and goes through saved, applied, interviewing, and offer. A nice Kanban is cool, but the more important part is this section called Needs You Today. It notices when an application has got quiet, or maybe a posting has closed, or an interview is approaching, or an offer is about to expire. And it gives me the next action. Inside each application, the whole journey stays together. It shows the mismatch between my application and the job requirements, and a following section where AI actually analyzes my profile and application and explains me what I can improve and how I can tailor my CV or a cover letter to match the job better. Transcripts are also super useful. You can analyze what went wrong in the previous interviews and improve for the next. It is something I can also use to perform better, maybe in round 2 or in later stages. The assistant is not a generic chatbot floating beside the product. Every conversation is connected to something specific. An application, my CV, or my search. Now I can chat about my profile, my CV, applications, or simply search for jobs. The product understands what I want, helps me find better jobs, keeps the search moving, and helps me turn applications into offers. This is what I think a $30 a month job search product should do. Let's talk about the design process. First, I captured problems I found while using the product, and then I turned them into a PRD document. Then Claude and I explored different boards, filters, alerts, chat modes, and onboarding options. I chose the direction, then we decided what belonged in the prototype and what can be improved further. It felt like I'm directing a junior UX designer, and I think that's the future way of working. My end users' experience tell us what to design and build, and AI executes it. Then we spent the rest of the day improving and polishing it as I was coming up with new ideas, the more I used it. That's why I think the interactive prototypes are so valuable in the product design process. In a real product, I would now move this from a prototype to Figma, and then manually finalize the designs. Then I would test it with active job seekers in user research study, show the prototype and the new designs and get feedback. Then validate the technical constraints with the engineers, and then either hand the approved design to an engineer, or proceed and implement it with Claude Code. Of course, this is an unofficial concept, but it shows what I think LinkedIn jobs could become. I'm currently looking for a senior or staff level product design role, and apparently my job search has now become a case study. I just couldn't resist to create it and show the actual process of defining the requirements, then designing and maybe implementing a prototype. And LinkedIn, if you want me to finish this and turn this into something real, I'm currently very available.